Hi, welcome to Jade Kind Gaming. I'm Adam. I'm here with Nick, Austin, and Bob for the 13th session of the Mission of Good D&D campaign. Last time you were still in the plane of ooze with the hag hut. You'd slept in sort of on the floor in their living room, which was after, killing them, completely unprovoked.
They killed me first.
Hey, you're fine.
Hey, we totally tried diplomacy for a good while.
Long enough that they were able to kill us.
They started this murder.
Yes, they did. They the unprovoked comment was sarcasm.
Oh, we know. We just wanted to point out that as good characters, we tried very hard not to kill them.
That is why it's much easier to
I
play
tried
evil
less
characters.
hard not to kill them.
You're mildly good. They're actually good.
I'm good.
If you were good, you'd be on the Allfather, not with the Forest Walker.
Just saying.
You're judgmental.
Yeah, but we're religious.
Yeah, maybe, but we're also right.
You're self-righteous.
Yeah.
But we're also right.
God brought him back and everything.
You can't deny this proof.
And you, I believe, came out with an array of new magical items, including the one that you came here for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We got an Efreeti bottle, which we should promptly open up and wish for the Mountain Star with.
I think we should open it up and wish for magical rapiers. As far as the eye can see.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I can see in your gut, magical rapier.
No, it can't.
Can see your gut. Or at least your shirt. Magical rapier in it.
It is an Efreeti. So you wake up, day 29, since you're leaving the Frost Giants. It puts you pretty squarely halfway through your time.
Mm-hmm. So now we just got to fly back.
I'm guessing the Efreeti bottle's magic.
Sorry.
Yes.
I identify that bottle.
It's an Efreeti bottle?
Yeah, definitely going to be going slow.
Let's do it.
Well, you were told not to open it.
Well, I have identified the spell.
Mm-hmm.
I use identify the spell on the bottle to know how it works.
It is a bottle that is imprisoning an Efreeti.
Uh-huh.
You open it, and the Efreeti comes out.
But is it bound to the bottle? Does it have to go back?
That not necessarily. That works differently at different times for different Efreeti. Yeah.
But it's the bottle. I know.
You're identifying the bottle.
The magic.
Yes, the magic on the bottle.
Right.
You're not identifying the Efreeti within it. That you cannot identify. That is
what's the bottle do?
The bottle is what is imprisoning.
But
the Efreeti.
what's the magic on the bottle actually do?
Imprisons.
Imprisons the Efreeti?
Yes.
So there's no magic that says it also puts the Efreeti back in? Or how I would use the
well,
bottle?
the Efreeti would be the prisoner of the bottle.
Yeah, that's my point, is how does the bottle work? So I just open it up and the Efreeti pops out? And then the bottle's done? No more magic?
Theoretically, the Efreeti would still be a prisoner of the bottle.
But then how can I put something else in the bottle if I have the bottle?
It imprisons that Efreeti. It's
Okay.
not just a generic.
This Efreeti was specifically put in this bottle?
Yes.
Alright. Can I talk to the Efreeti without opening it up?
No, you cannot.
Oh, you can. Just don't expect a response.
You can talk to whatever you want.
I'm just saying, I'm reluctant. I mean, we have to because it's Mountain Star's report, but I'm reluctant to actually give him what he wants because he's a bad person.
Yeah, probably.
What do you have to do to open the bottle? That's it?
Yeah.
How hard is the bottle open?
It would require some amount of force, enough that it's not just going to pop up on its own by accident.
Just a number, 5 pounds?
As there's a magical spell that I know easily can do that. Wait, I'm going to say at least a good old 6.
6? So this is a container? It's a container? Is it locked?
No, it's just sealed.
I have a spell that makes unlocked containers open.
It's sealed.
Sealed. That's like a lock.
I'm just saying, if we can get the Mountain Star and then I can open this remotely, I'm trying to think of a way to do that.
It might work. You can try it. You might get caught. He might not be happy whether it works or not.
We'd already have the Mountain Star.
You would still be in the City of Brass.
Yeah, but with a giant ice maker.
Which you could then use to make everybody want to kill you instead of just him.
Yeah. We can blame it on him then. Like I said, I'm just spitballing ideas here. You know, maybe.
Because I would also like to point out, this Mountain Star, realize that's been, 20 years?
Yeah.
People remembered it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they live like forever here, so of course they would. 20 years is like 3 days.
By name, they remembered this item. It did not make them happy. It still made them
but for 20
grouchy
years for
about
us is like 3 days for them.
I feel like they remembered it because it was plot.
So what do you do, Bob?
I'm just saying, I'm going to have this conversation with the guys about how I think we should try and think of a way to get the star and screw the Efreeti.
I feel like that we've made a deal.
Little, dickish. Remember, good and evil are concepts. Being a dick is always wrong.
My alignment says neutral good.
So is mine. Very specifically, so I could make these decisions if I felt they were necessary.
I'm also neutral good.
Like I said, I'll leave it up to, a party consensus, but my personal feelings is we should not do what this slaving person wants.
But
if you can figure
almost
out
everyone here is slaving. I think
which
it's
is
just
why I think we should just...
And
we should
if you believe what he said, he just said that he wants back an old friend.
Yeah, and he's probably going to extort that old friend for slave labor.
It's an Efreeti and an Efreeti. Probably not.
If it's an old friend, he won't be upset that we opened the bottle.
But he did tell you not to open the bottle.
And frankly, I just want to get this.
What if the bottle was already open? The hags did it.
This is not a material plane matter. This is not, man versus man screwing over men. This is Efreeti screwing over men, but in their own home plane. I don't care as much. It's not...
Also, they could probably beat us into a bloody pulp, so...
And it's like, I'll concede the point. I wanted to voice my objections.
So noted. He is a doucher.
I wanted to voice my objections on my opinions that we should betray the Efreeti.
If you can figure out a way to do it without it blowing back on us in any way, absolutely.
If I was a Eldritch Knight, could I declare the bottle a weapon?
But
You're not!
No, I'm not.
Do you need another class?
I like multi-classing.
I noticed.
Okay.
So we're going to go back through earth and fire or wind and water?
I don't know. What do my maps
we
tell
can
me?
fly now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can fly, so you can go... What do you mean?
Should we just continue in a circle, or should we go back to where we came?
It's up to you.
No, what the maps? Which way would be faster?
We are
You
like
are pretty much the opposite corners of the plane.
I feel... Well, what's ahead as opposed to what's behind? What's ahead?
Well, we know what's behind, and not a whole lot of monsters, so...
So what's ahead?
If you
Unknown
keep going,
things?
yeah, you end up through the planes of Earth, the plane of magma, the plane of
Okay,
fire.
backwards.
In which case you have the plane of water, the plane of ice, the plane of air, and the plane of
The airplane?
ash.
So it's the airplane.
I was like, I don't feel much.
The elemental plane of air.
So the
I have a way
airplane.
to just do that.
You can act like you're mad at me, but that's what it is.
Can I find So this is a hag's place. They were collecting magical items.
Yeah.
He had.
You also had
collect
other
all
stuff
I
that...
don't suppose we missed some sovereign glue.
No.
Are you now thinking about gluing it shut?
Yes.
I actually believe the giant people might have enough strength to break it anyways.
No, they need another item to get rid of it, or just to break the bottle.
I thought Sovereign Glue had like a break DC.
No, it doesn't. It's just stuck forever.
Alright, let's head back on our brooms of flying.
At least I think so. Yeah, you can check.
And he's a freaking magical shop owner. He probably has some...
Hey, if I can't prevent him completely, I can at least make him spend some money. I can at least get petty on it.
Yeah, that's always fun, rolling on a magic item table, give the solvent.
Hey, that's a useful thing to have if you ever need it.
Universal solvent, oil of etherealness.
Is
or a
every-
wish spell.
It takes a wish spell.
That's one of the 3 ways you could do it.
Or one of those specific items.
Yeah, one of those items or a wish.
So,
So none of that, I'm guessing? None?
so is everyone under 200 pounds?
No.
No.
Why?
Half speed.
Why?
Well, not half speed, just 30.
Broom.
It
The broom moves at 50 move speed, but if you're over 200 pounds, the limit is 30.
You guys are heavier than that?
I'm in
not.
full plate, and I already weigh 180.
Fat.
I'm not.
There's no way to distribute our gear that we'd all be under that.
I probably am not carrying, 40 more.
Okay, the full plate alone weighs 65 pounds.
I don't have that.
Yes. I'm just saying, I could not have that and be going that speed. There's no way we could all be going 50.
Yeah.
That's not my fault.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, it kind of is. You could have gone in that back room and said, nothing in there. It's terrible, don't go in. And then they never would have found
Hey,
the full plate.
It
To
would've
be
gone
fair,
anyway.
we
Yeah.
I still would have had split mail, and that's heavy enough. I have equipment that's over 20 pounds.
Sure, it's going to slow fly.
That sucks. It's gonna take us forever.
It'll be
Another-
faster than our trip here.
Yeah, another 20 feet isn't going to matter much if horses don't.
Actually, through air, it actually does.
Oh.
No, there are different rules from horses than there are if you have a magical, non-tiring method of travel.
Just go to sleep, tell it straight ahead on until morning.
Well, the
That's
point
where
being, you don't have to take
Neverland.
rests during the day.
Yeah.
Which, didn't it take us days to get through the water in the other
Yeah.
plane? This is going to suck being up for the next, week.
There are places that you can land. You may end up having to go, longer than you would like in air, but there are islands and there are floating chunks of land in the plane of air, and
Very specifically, it doesn't get rid of fatigue. That's right. Go on.
otherwise just a little bit of exhaustion, whatever, right? That never bothered you before, right?
Didn't bother me before. Bothers the heck out of me.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at you now, was I?
I don't know. I can never tell. You have peripherals.
His vision's really bad.
You have peripherals. You looking not through your glasses. Blurring up the face a little bit. Out of focus.
I don't think you're recording.
Of course I'm recording.
No red dot.
Yeah, I'm recording over there. I hope I'm recording over there.
It says
You are.
so.
The numbers are increasing.
Shall we? It's like,
Oh, I forgot that.
Wait.
The other camera.
oh.
Yeah.
The little red one.
Little red.
Well, who knows if we're doing, fast stuff today.
We still use it for dialogue.
Oh, I was gonna. Yeah.
And occasionally take pictures.
I was charging the battery in there. I'm like, that's where that is.
Watch this thrilling setup of the equipment.
Yeah, but so you carry
I
on.
suppose we'll gain 6 levels on the way back. I'd feel way more confident about betraying the Efreeti if I had 6 more levels.
I would also feel more
You
confident.
gain 0 levels on the way back.
That's not a number on the dice.
It's at least 1.
It could have been a D10, and he's just interpreting 10 as 0.
It was a
It wasn't.
D6. It rolled a 2, but it didn't really matter. The die roll was arbitrary. No matter what it rolled, you gained 0 levels.
Why didn't you
It
say
was
that?
completely a lie.
Well, it's not that. It's that we would gain that many levels multiplied by the base of 0.
Which could have been a whole lot of 0.
It could have been a whole big one.
So, mount up on flying broom.
Travel back to.
You think an Earth Elemental could beat up the Efreeti? Probably not.
No.
Probably not. Yeah.
No.
I think water elemental would want to.
Yeah, probably. But that's not what is in my gem.
You do have one of those, don't you?
There's an Earth Elemental in there.
He's pissed.
But
I don't know, we could summon an elephant at him.
I bet it's
just as you leave the shop, elephant.
in your shop. I bet at the very least that would cost some money. Elephant in an artifact shop.
And there goes your elephant.
It comes back in like a Days, week.
No, you'd have to get the figure back.
Oh, yeah.
In other words, you destroy stuff in his shop, but then he'd have a magical elephant figurine.
You have a magical what's it?
Mm-hmm. So we strap on.
Yep. Hop on your brooms, through sludge, through water,
Quick game of
through
Quidditch.
frost spell.
There's no giant flying evil monsters in our way.
Maybe in the airplane.
No.
Thank you, Nick.
Advantageous.
Through air.
Wrap
Then
up
you get
face.
then you get to Ash. See, the thing about the plane of Ash is it's pretty much all
Ash.
Ash.
So we fly through the same way we did last time with our faces covered.
There's a little forgotten Pokemon in there. And no longer
You're
useful
like in
hats.
Pokemon 2000, when the Urshel turned to Ash, they thought it was just be burned. It meant turn to Ash Ketchum.
Literally.
It's very punny, but... but for that,
So what I'm hearing is we need to beat up a kid with a hat and take his magical figurines.
Wisdom! I'm gonna make it a wisdom check, everybody.
Wisdom save. I'm good
Uh,
at that.
Wisdom check.
17.
That's not a save.
It's just a blank wisdom check without a skill attached.
12.
9.
I got 17.
One wisdoms.
Nice.
That's
You
more
had
than me.
17, and you had what?
12.
12, and you had a 9.
Yep, roll a 7.
Okay.
Deep in full form.
Well, in general, there's a point where the ash breaks free, and the
We
pair
should
of you-
totally tied ourselves together.
That would have been wise, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
How fun
Well, you said
Hindsight's 2020.
No! You started saying you're in the plane of ash. Like, you get to the plane of ash, we should tie ourselves together.
Hindsight.
Yeah.
And besides, I found a way back to my own body. I can find my way through the thing of ash.
Death did not stop a plate of ash. He's gone forever.
I'll find back eventually. Just gotta go in one direction.
But anyway, so the pair of you, burst out into the wave of heat. I'm assuming you're still wearing your rings, though.
Mm-hmm.
A bit apart from each other, perhaps a little sooner. A few moments after, and maybe some distance away from somewhat of drift. And then there's that pause, that moment where's Austin? A minute or two passes, a few minutes pass.
At like 10 minutes, I'll go ahead and cast something.
Great water. Man.
No. Find object. I'm going to designate Austin's breastplate.
Okay.
Find object!
I have split now.
Yes, it was mine. That's how I know it.
How far?
1,000 feet in every direction.
Yeah, you do find it, and generally in its slow progression, it generally seems to be at this point almost moving more parallel to this edge of.
It's like, toss you a rope. Stay here. Go in there. Get the Austin. And follow the rope back out to the Bob.
You never said you tied it off.
Well-
You just gave him some rope.
I gave him the rope. I keep the other end of the rope.
Here, hold this rope. I guess he doesn't want anything bad to happen to his rope.
He loves this rope. I will guard it with my life.
I'll miss those guys. Get more money now, though.
Because all the money's in your bag.
Has he told you guys about it? I mean, you're around. You probably generally know, there was something. But
Well, actually, he was working on saving his life when I was stealing the money.
No, we know about it because you gave us the pearl out of it.
I gave you a pearl. Here's a pearl.
Anyways, but yes, you do manage to find and
Yeah,
and
you didn't know.
and
That's
guide him out to
that's one of the
safety.
major doctrines of the Forest Walker is steal from other people.
It
The
was,
Forest Walker is a big proponent of theft and robbery.
I was properly earned loot.
A big proponent of theft and robbery.
It's
Like
like
betraying those who are nice to you.
Yeah, in fact, the only thing the Forest Walker likes more than theft and robbery: betrayal and lies.
Force Walker. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You have money.
I can get you friends.
Yeah, you're just like, yes, I'm okay with these things.
It'll keep you warm when your alignment shifts down a level.
It's happened to me before. Due to beatings.
No. I figure if we need stuff, you'll buy it for us. Is probably how this will work out.
Most likely, you guys are just bad with money. You keep giving it away.
I haven't given away any of my money.
We spent all of it on rations, though.
Yeah, some of it.
But so you burst your way over the sea of fire.
Hooray.
How do we have 1,000 feet worth of rope?
I figured he wasn't 1,000 feet into the ash.
You probably had to travel along some distance, but in general, we're able to stay out of the plane of ash. I like
If nothing else,
I like that you're low enough that as you grab one end, you have the other. It dangles down into the lava and burns.
If anything else, I would have got to him and had him cast, freaking find something and found Bob.
I don't have those spells.
You don't have those? No.
It's a cleric spell. I have to prepare it.
Yeah. I prepared mine for just such an occasion. As we were searching for stuff.
Yeah, I did not have that prepared.
But you make your way out.
Every journey should have a few detours.
And further travel. At this point, you've pretty much your journey across the elemental planes from the plane of ooze took about another 14 days.
Hooray.
And at this point, the past at the point where you're arriving pretty much at the city of Brass, you all have a level of exhaustion.
From what?
From at this point, you haven't had a spot to land for 2.5 to 3 days.
I'd be fine.
And yet you have a level of exhaustion. Disadvantage on ability checks.
We have rope
Yes?
and cloth.
Okay.
And the
We could
birds can fly.
have hammocked it if
Yeah,
we
the
were.
birds can fly. There's no limit to their weight. It just reduces their speed. You get them to hover. We can just hammock.
No.
What, you're going to shut down our ingenuity? It's not going to be comfortable, but you can do it.
Based on the fact that you were in the plane of ash, and then above
We would have
lava-
slept in the plane of air.
Yes, and that's my point. Is that was the last time you were able to sleep?
Okay.
It's only been since you got through the plane of ash that you've had that 2.5 to 3 days of not being
and we
able
can sleep
to.
in cycles. One guy sleeps, the other two make sure it doesn't fall off his broom. Another guy sleeps, make sure it doesn't fall off his broom. And boom, we reset that. There's lots of ways we could have avoided this level of exhaustion.
And yet you didn't.
So noted.
Mm-hmm.
And yet you didn't.
Alright. Well, now we just have to ask Efreeti. He needs to both fix our tiredness and give us the Mountain Star if he wants his bottle back.
I think we could just take a nap somewhere.
Yeah. Tiredness would be fixed by sleeping.
I'm just looking for ways. I'm just looking for ways, that's all.
But yeah, you arrive in the city. You sit down on the port.
We do. We don't just fly directly to the Golden Hut of Dushi.
I will let you have that choice. Do you fly over the city of Brass?
Does it have walls with archers?
Not what you would think of as archers.
Are there dudes on a wall?
Yes.
That's archers. If we get close, do they start watching us?
Yes.
Then we land.
Yeah.
It's like there's dudes on walls. Those are archers.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Getting back at least to the Frostrands is going to be way easier.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna lose the brooms.
You just feel Adam's going to take them away. So they get in the burst into fire.
Yeah.
He just swings and goes.
I have no. At this point, I had no plans on taking away the brooms. There is the possibility that Bob will decide to get rid of his.
As he sells it for, a
Right
rapier.
You would use the money, but can't buy magic items.
Not with what he has, no. I don't think he has enough.
So we head on back to the Golden House of Douche.
Of ostentatiousness.
The
Yeah,
Golden
ostentatory.
Emporium.
The ostentatory.
Golden Emporium. And yes, you call the way, you find it quite easily.
Aye, we didn't die. We got your bottle.
Oh, yes, you did take your time, didn't you?
Nah, we made it as fast as we could.
Well, still, yes, let's see it then.
Hold it up.
Who has it?
I think, was it on an item slip?
Yes, it was.
I have it.
Who's got the item slip?
I have it.
So, what do you do?
Tell him to hold it up.
Hold it out.
He walks over, puts out a nice large hand.
Yeah, I don't trust you that much.
What he means to say is, we would prefer to receive payment.
Why, of course, I just want to see that it is indeed what I am looking for.
Well,
It's
you'll
a
get
magic,
it
It's a
when...
magic bottle with an Efreeti in it.
Yeah, we don't have the Mountain Star in our view.
He walks over and reaches and grabs the box off of an upper shelf. This is right here.
Well, let's see it then.
Is that
Now, yet you see, while we are in the city, this box must remain closed.
Is it magic?
Yes?
No,
Are
no.
you-
I use the tech magic. Is it magic?
Yes.
Is the box, or is I can see like some crazy Mountain Star magic in there?
If you could see through magic to other magic, there is something else
What's
magic.
the box made of? Like something crazy, like lead?
No.
No, then I can
It's
see through it.
probably a wood. And-
Auras upon auras.
Yeah, then yes, you would see that there was something magic inside of this thing that is magic.
So we also get the box.
Yes.
So legit.
Okay, we shall put them both on the table.
It's like, here you go. Rotate table.
Yes.
Okay, he walks over to then,
We're not paranoid. You're evil. It's listening.
I see nothing that I have done against you.
No, it's just mean as a general statement about the slavery and all that other stuff. And the stealing of the bottle.
Your people enslaved us far before we began to enslave you.
I would like to say that I've never done any such thing.
Yeah.
And you're not enslaved. Isn't that lovely?
He makes a good argument.
One wrong doesn't permit others.
Yeah.
I disagree on that fact and fundamental point, but
Which proves my first assessment of your individual.
Anyways, so, don't start.
That's fine. He wants to argue. We gonna argue morality here? I can at least leave him with a headache.
he looks at the bottle.
Does he need to see the paper?
Well, he thought he had the bottle, but really, we gave him a different one. We still have it.
Really, I gave you a broom.
No, decanter of sludge.
Yeah, if we put all the gems in there, it might look the same.
But he,
Just don't open that inside the city.
No, just to open it outside the city. Flow continuously.
he sets it on one of the shelves, and he then walks out. You've moved to the box.
Yes, you got a box.
Yeah, you got a.
That's it.
We go. Yeah, it's kind of heavy, but otherwise, yeah. Magic box. I don't have a sheet for you.
Oh. No piece of paper for me?
No.
What's the magic box do?
You're identifying.
No, I just asked him.
It withholds. It contains any magic which is put within it,
Neat.
It's neat.
which is why that sapphire must stay in it while you're within our city. You, I recall, had some sort of interest in Arabia.
Arabia?
Did you?
Totally
Is there
forgot that
anything
was
else I
magical.
might be
We're in town.
interested in?
Yeah, totally did.
I was only to come up with one that is quite basic, but you may find it of use, and it definitely, just on first glance, it looks nicer, like much
Too bad it's the wrong
finer
size.
than
It's
any
built for
review back.
Efreetis. It's not. You just can't wield it.
Can't wield it with one hand, she says.
You have to give up your shield.
Still finessable.
I don't think he'd mind a two-handed finesse weapon. What do you have to offer?
What does it do?
This is magic. It's a basic +1. +1 to attack, +1 to damage, and all of the things that being magic in general has, for example, things that will break things other than magic. Black pudding, for example, would not be able to damage this.
It's magic.
It is able to overcome
Masterwork.
immunities or whether damage resistance, that kind of thing that is overcome by magic.
Comes with lots
How
of
much?
benefits.
How much?
You
do you
can't
have to
buy magic items. You
Oh.
must trade magic items.
I've got an immovable rod.
You really going to give him your rod?
I thought you'd love that thing.
I do love that thing. I like my broom better.
Is it,
You know
more
the only ones you have?
I have the wound one, which I need. I've got the ring, which I double need. And I've got the wolf and the immovable rod.
You want to try to trade him the whip?
Yeah, what about the whip?
The yelly whip.
Okay, well, he wants to examine the weapon. We'll think that.
With off belt.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
He needs to see the paper. It's like buying plants.
The wood might be too.
I feel like I made the whip as a way to try and say, hey, here's a finesse thing you don't want as much, but he'll accept.
Yeah.
Just
What's
To-
the whip?
to be-
The whip is probably worth more than that sword.
To be fair, the whip is a
The whip,
magical
the whip
plus
is
one.
better magic, but it's on a lesser item.
it's a shite item.
So, yeah, the actual magic aspect is better, so that is why he is willing to just take that.
Why do they have a disenchantment?
Alright. Get rid of that, because I don't have it anymore. Now I'm just thinking of the auto disenchanter.
Raper.
So that's it? That's all you got is rapier?
Well, he has other magical things around the shop.
Well, I'm just thinking we got, the elephant's neat, so is your helmet gem, but we can trade up.
Oh yeah, totally still have the elephant, but yeah.
What about magical shields?
Well, if anything, I think it'd be more we'd want like a magical two-handed weapon.
Yeah,
that's true.
or, do you have any way to cure non-handedness?
No.
Oh, yeah, it's true. You're missing a hand.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I would really like my hand back. If we could trade something to get my hand back.
Yeah, just go to one of your healer places.
Yeah, we'd have to go to like a big one
Yeah.
with some pretty powerful magics.
It'll be fun.
I doubt that the one... It had a big temple, and it seemed to be
Temperature.
run by the church.
Well, yeah, but it's like all the places we went to, they had problems with like poisoned water, like how they got their handling, growing back your hand.
No, that is incredibly powerful magic that is far beyond pretty much... realize, on the material plane, you guys are on the high end of power. You're
We're
really up there.
So yeah, otherwise we could ask him about regeneration and possibly a more powerful weapon, because you're currently falling back on like the fire sword.
And the fire sword is my spare, yeah.
Yeah.
See if do you have anything that could regrow my hand? Trade the earth elemental for it?
He pauses for a moment, and perhaps I might have something that
I'm taking
could
all
accomplish
this
that goal. And he starts looking around some of the shelves, almost moving things to look behind to others.
By the way, it is a known magic that regrowing body parts is totally doable. You just have to be really powerful, right?
At the very least, there are legends of such things.
It would fall under the grounds of generic miracle work.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can cure diseases. That's a thing that can happen. You can probably regrow limbs.
I cure diseases on a daily.
Yeah, that's something you actually can do.
I don't know, you have any
Cure the
disease?
disease of not having a hand.
Yeah, it's like, do you have any sick people in your life that need curing?
I think they'd be immune.
I don't think free to get disease immunity base.
But no, there's nothing like that. He's looking through items. You definitely notice that. He's looking at possessions.
What about a potion?
Yeah.
Regeneration is way too high level for a potion.
Oh. Scroll.
Wafer.
But
Special item. A fake hand that, when attached to the stump, becomes a real hand.
They
yeah,
have
that's essentially the closest to what he's thinking he has. He's looking around.
They have those, and they can only be worn by good people. At least it was back in the day.
That feels like a Forgotten Realms item.
It's not.
I was just thinking they got the one-headed god there.
They do?
Well, they've got the guy who, not the one-headed god, but they got the guy whose symbol is a hand, and it's like his holy symbol.
But yeah, he pulls off sort of something that's in a bit of a silk kind of bag. And he opens it, and it looks sort of awkward in there. It's as it hits the sides, but you're not really seeing what it is. I might have something that would work to replace your hand.
I've got something.
I did not notice that when you were in
it
this.
lets you grow a third
It was our payment to get over the Sea of Fire.
He seems happy to hear that. that thought seems to bring him joy.
This brings us back to you may or may not be evil.
But
That's like, yeah, it brings joy. See? Evil.
but what would you have in exchange?
The other hand.
I really just regret which one I gave.
I really just wanted it to be the other one.
I don't want to give him the decanter of sludge. It seems like bad things would happen with him in the decanter.
Yeah, but he's not on the mortal plane. It gets it out of the mortal hands.
Presumably, we'd like to take the decanter and get it blessed to make it like a decanter of water.
Yeah. Or eventually we will have to do that ourselves.
What'd he have? What's he got?
Well, he's not telling. He wants to know if you have anything worthwhile before he's willing to.
I got a magic gem that creates an earth element. It's uncommon.
It's a green item.
It's level 2. I'm starting low.
That's
Pretty powerful magic.
pitiful.
Powerful.
Pitiful.
Then so would the rapier qualify. The rapier also, it's a +1. That's like common.
That's an uncommon.
Oh, is it uncommon? So it's equivalent. It's the same as the rapier, which you just sold. So you're obviously a purveyor of such items.
Try diplomacy. That's the thing you have.
Yeah, I do.
Don't roll your d10.
No, it's persuasion.
You still have it.
Did you pick your card for the day?
Yes.
It's 7 and 11.
Oh, that's shite.
I know, it's what he rolls on his opposing check.
Yeah. Depending on what I roll. He may roll lower. I got lots of magic items.
Well, try to convince him of the Earth Gem.
Well, that's the goal, is try and squeeze the gem out.
Yeah. So,
What do you have to go with the gem?
I'm offering the gem.
you must roll the dice.
1 gem for 1 hand. That seems like a pretty good deal. I mean, the gem makes a whole body.
The gem works one time.
It's only 1 hand.
The hand will remain in use for much longer than the earth elemental would remain
Earth
around.
elementals live for like ever, don't they?
It's a summoned creature, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a spell, so.
It would go away eventually.
Try the elephant.
No, the elephant's too useful.
No, I think the elephant's 1 level up.
Yeah. I'm thinking.
Just, the Brim of Flying is also only uncommon.
Yeah.
Dwarven Ring Fire Resistance.
No. The Staff of Healing, how much does that up your stuff by?
It doesn't really up it at all. Yeah, Cure Wounds and Lesser Restoration.
And Bob can't use it, so he couldn't pop us back up.
Well, technically, Lesser Restoration is a spell I can't cast right now.
Well, that's because you don't have it prepared.
No, because that's higher level than I have.
Oh.
It's up here.
Ah.
It's up here on level 3.
I suppose I could trade it for a magical rapier if you'd like.
I have
The
less
gem
to
is
rest
equivalent
out.
to the rapier.
According to the
disagree.
paper.
That's the same level of power.
That is very different, though. That is a general statement.
Yeah.
Those are so broad, and he does not value it as at the same.
How about the rod? Or are you two in love with it?
Back off my rod.
Hey, he kept you from having to lose a hand.
I wasn't going to give one up. You didn't keep me from shit. You kept him from having to lose a hand.
I don't know. I'd say the Staff of Healing would be the next on it. I can cast Lesser Resto.
Well, yeah, that's the point. Is we got plenty of that, but it's still a really useful item to have.
It would be useful if Bob could use it on us. He can't. I have my own spells.
Just get rid of the freaking elephant.
Having more healing is always good. Same reason I don't want to get rid of the wand of detection. Yeah, I can cast detect magic and detect even good, but that's super useful. Just
No, that's super useful because it's free once a day.
Just get rid of the
So is
elephant.
the staff.
The elephant's a great combat item. Elephants are awesome. They're like CR5 or something.
Oh, I guess we could at least offer the elephant to see what's... So he can eventually tell us what he has.
Yeah.
So you offer up the elephant?
What about the wand? Or, I mean, the robe.
That robe is filled with things.
This robe is full of things, but most of the things we could buy, except for the 100 gold.
Can't buy 100 gold.
Just take the 100 gold bag off and offer the rest of the robe.
So he doesn't even know how the robe works because he's never tried using it.
I just have to identify it. I have to remember to do that. He's like, oh yeah, that thing's magic. Should identify it, figure out
But
how
yeah,
to work.
the elephant seems fair. He pulls off and it's sort of copper and brass, sort of spindly, almost mechanical looking hand. That
Well, it looks like
that seems almost to, the fingers, ending almost in sharp claws, and the other end also ending in sharp, piercy bits that face inward.
So what, you like shove it onto the stump with great pain?
Yes?
Is it at least the right hand? By that I mean left.
Yeah.
Oh, good, because
It
if
will
you
function as either, yeah.
if you put it on that thing, you're gonna have to live with doing the stranger for the rest of your days.
Well, he's a depraved and evil individual. I try to negotiate him back down to just the gem. I mean, just think, and we'll let him watch as he puts the hand on.
That needs a roll.
I have he has no interest in that gem.
Then just the elephant, not the gem.
That's what you offered before.
Oh, he said in addition to.
Oh, well.
That's what he wanted.
Well, he misunderstood, and that's what he thought you were offering before.
Oh.
So that is what he'd agreed to.
I'm considering maybe, how about instead I promise not to use the gem inside the building. But I feel like that would be falling onto the threatening the Efreeti inside his own house thing, and maybe not the best plan.
I'm almost tempted to get rid of the sword. No, I am. I don't like the one-handedness, and I want that elephant. What about a flaming sword? Long
He's gotta
sword.
be uncool with a flaming sword. It's made of fire.
He can do fire on his own.
Yes, but can you sell fire?
What is the? Let me see this one. You can look it over.
Only a true salesman. Try to sell it on the grounds of only a true salesman can sell fire to a Efreeti. It would be a great challenge and proof of your.
He almost seems more interested in the fact that
It
he
stays
knows
on
his
fire.
sword. This one's broken. It's not supposed to do this.
Yeah, no. Anyone, you pull it out, it's on fire. It just is.
Forever.
And the gem.
That's where I'm interested in the gem.
Yeah, I thought the gem wasn't worth anything.
I'll let you make a persuasion check to just see the sword if you would like. But
I'll go for the sword. Just the sword. Boom.
12.
One more than what I could have done with the portent.
Does he roll 7?
Oh, has he had resistance? Doesn't matter. He's already rolled. I don't have any points.
Well,
no, quite specifically, I rolled quick.
I can't give him
I'm just
more.
like, shh. I'm not gonna wait. Unfortunately, I rolled less than 7, so he agrees to just the sword.
Yeah, I get an 18.
Yeah,
Just the sword.
yeah, he'll agree to that.
Nice.
And
Now, back to that elephant. You have magical large weapon? Something with some heft to it?
I do not hear, but if you come back in a few days,
We
I
will.
can.
It's like, well, maybe we'll come back to the plane of fire to buy our magical items someday.
Someday when we're just trotting around with nothing better to do.
It's like, you know what? We haven't been to the plane of fire recently.
So, any other shops that sell magical weapons around here?
Yes. None of them quite so grand. None quite such.
Well, you don't have what
variety.
you're looking for, so...
Oh, no, he's not answering. You just know that from walking through the market. Most of them are small stalls that offer trinkets, etc., but...
So, yeah.
Alright, you get the new hand.
We'll roll down.
Your maximum HP decreases by 2.
Well, before we... I can identify first and you can make that decision.
Yes.
You also get have the ability to make a 1d4 unarmed or an unarmed attack that's 1d4 slashing damage.
Yeah, you've got
You have a
another
slashing
weapon.
unarmed attack.
That's what you got, Nick. Another weapon.
One-handed weapon.
Your arm also, which also counts as a magical weapon.
Is it finessable, though?
It's technically not a weapon; it's an unarmed attack.
So yes.
Plus strength?
However, unarmed usually
Strength
works.
or dex.
I forget what it is, but it's however unarmed attacks usually work.
Okay.
It's just you can do slashing magical. And even though technically it's separate, it is as bonded to your arm as your arm would normally be.
And I can move it and flex it and everything? Okay.
Can opener.
Technically, you have a bit more flexibility. It can kind of spin in unnatural directions.
I can make it the other hand?
Yeah, you could make it the other hand. You can do unusual things with it.
Hey, if you find a pair of 2 right-handed gloves, you'll be fine.
But yeah, it's got a bit more. Nothing to flat out be statistical as far as your stats or whatever, but potentially in a situation.
If I get my
you need to
hands
bring it
tied
up-
behind with rope, I could probably...
yeah, bring it up and yeah. You just
Magic
sort of-
claw hand.
Magic claw hand.
Yeah.
Oh god, we found Shredder.
We found a piece of them.
But so where do you?
I think we're good. Let's...
So you leave the building? Mm-hmm.
With our box.
Yeah, with your box, and you notice that he's as you're leaving and walking down the street, he's outside locking the door with the bottle.
Locking the door with the bottle?
Well, he has the bottle and he's locking the door.
Okay, so he's not like...
Not bottling the door.
It's like...
I wanted this back because it's my key to my front door. Don't care about the guy.
He's been stuck in that shop for
There's
years.
like guards, right? Yeah. On the way out, go ahead and tell one of the guards that we just traded the guy at the Emporium. We're doing the affair. We're taking the Mountain Star out of the city. Hopefully, so it'll never to be seen again here. And we traded it for an Efreeti bottle to that guy.
Just to let you know, it's the Dick and the Golden Emporium.
The ostentatory.
Careful what you say about Agni if you'll be around here.
Nope, we're leaving.
Nope.
Our business
And
with
it's not
him
what I'm
has
saying,
concluded.
what I'm saying, that's what we traded him. was
Yeah,
the
we
Efreeti
didn't know if
bottle.
it would be dangerous to hear. We just wanted to let the authorities know.
Yeah. He's closing up shop. Maybe suspicious.
He does what he pleases.
Okay.
They do not seem to be caring much.
Yeah,
Whatever.
we tried.
He's an Efreeti. He's probably doing the right thing. You're the suspicious ones.
We're taking the star away. We're doing a better service than he's ever done.
Yeah, it's in your possession still. It's.
Yeah.
And with that all now, I guess we'll go.
If we dropped it in the lake of lava, would that be bad?
Dropped what?
The star. I don't ask him. I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, this thing has
You
the
need it to stop the frost giants?
Well, yeah, we do. But I'm just thinking, this thing creates a lot of ice. I wonder if that would
Just
cause,
saying, if we
permanent
wind
damage
up
to
not
the area.
making it in time, we're gonna come back.
And break the plate of fire out of spite.
Shouldn't be slavers.
You
don't
went
have
to
to-
the other planes. They were all slavers.
Well, not the
Wait till
water
we get
one.
the fire star.
You didn't meet any of the Marids.
Yeah, exactly.
Just saying, I'm here. I've got a greater purpose. Might be to be an abolitionist. An extraplanar abolitionist. That might be my great purpose. It's probably not.
Yeah.
But it could be.
Well, we gotta save these people in their home plane first.
We gotta save the people we just started saving first.
Yes.
Well, we have flight now, so that's a little better.
Yeah.
I'm very fond of flight.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do you,
We
where
leave.
do you go from here?
We leave the city from the gate and fly up the mountain to our portal.
And I retrieve my dwarven sniffer.
Okay, so that takes another day for you to get up there. And in order to relocate it, you would need a perception
Locate
check.
objects.
Nope, know where it is.
His background.
It's my background. I know exactly where it is.
Okay. You can either locate an object or you can make a perception check.
It might have been moved.
That's rude.
The dice is plenty enough.
Alright.
You had to do pretty poorly to not be able to find it.
In which we would have fallen back to locate object.
But yeah, you're able to find it, and also with that kind of tell which one you'd intended for it to be below.
Is my sniffer fine?
So where you kind of stuck in it straight up, it's sort of curved over a bit over the time in the heat.
Just leave it.
You can just fix that, man.
I can't fix that. I don't fix things. It's a candle snuffer. I don't care.
I can fix it.
It's a candle
You take
snuffer. I doubly don't care.
I fixed it. I pick it up. I use mending. It's fixed. Here's your sniffer.
It came in useful as a location marker once. It might be needed again.
Yeah.
So we fly up to the hole.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
just
now-
saying, that's wasteful. You can't just go, it's been, better leave it.
You're now on day 44. You fly out. Who goes first?
I do.
Okay. And there's that sort of that beam, that orb of light. You can just reach out and...
I'm trying to think of how we'd open the door from the inside.
Hopefully there's a button.
Reach out and touch it.
Yep.
Or
You-
maybe now the place is filled with, like, horrific flame.
Yeah, you end up in this furnace.
Because it wasn't very big when we went in the first time, right?
Nope, it's the 5-foot sort of circle.
Right.
Some, with that tunnel going straight up, and there's at least some fire elementals that are still trapped somewhere above you. Above them is adamantium bars and chain.
Okay. Is there anything else?
The wall, the iris wall.
Yes, the door is closed.
Is there little ring things?
Not on the door. Not here where you're at. No.
Can I open the door?
No.
Just
Who's going second, by the way, and how long do you wait?
give them 30 seconds, and I will.
It's not very big.
Yeah.
I fly up some, I guess.
Just shoot straight up. There are not adamantium bars on the roof. There are chains to mess with them.
There are bars.
There are bars too?
There are bars, then above those are chains.
How wide are the bars?
They're probably, I don't know, a good 6 to 8 inches apart, maybe. You didn't quite get a good look. You were kind of in a hurry last time you saw them.
We might have to kick some elemental butt and then use the door. If there is a door.
So, who went second?
I did.
And so you're there now? And how long do you wait afterwards? Same time?
I fly up a little to make sure there's room for Austin to come through. Who knows? Maybe just the 3 rings being in his presence will open the door.
You're closest.
Who I am?
No. I didn't mean physically close.
Guessing the...
But you being the highest, you're going to... You notice that you're gaining a bit of attention from some of the fire elementals. You're able to stay out of their way as they're sort of reaching to attack you, but...
Stab him.
Okay.
Just
Do you
You actually rolling to?
No, he
know,
doesn't need to.
Okay.
Nah, I don't do that because then I'd kill the dwarves forge. They get pissed.
And we might want to use this as
you
a
come
doorway.
in and you notice as you come in that there are on this door there are 3 glowing spots near around the center of it.
Ring-shaped slots? Mm-hmm. Well, like, by our powers combined.
Okay.
I'll fit up to it. Yeah.
Captain Planet our way through the door.
That's 3 4s I've rolled so far now.
Is that good?
Well, for you guys. Again, they swipe at you. They're pointless. Whatever.
It's adorable of them. I'm proud
But
of
you're
them
able
for
to
trying.
get back into that main dark chamber. The door's open for just the moment that you threw and close it.
Man, we're carrying a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just thinking of all the stuff we got, it's like, we're going to have to, like, buy packs.
I have a back.
Yeah, but I mean, like, a bigger one. Still, we were carrying a lot of stuff.
Okay, let's leave.
Had to get hold of it. I was like, we need a seamstress, we need some canvas, and we need some rope, because we got to make some stuff to carry all this junk we got.
Go to the doorway. Is there a door there?
What doorway?
The doorway that was a mimic.
No.
Okay.
Let's leave.
Go the spiral staircase.
Spiral staircase?
Yeah.
And then we check the door and realize it's locked.
Because
It's
that
actually-
renting key.
Yeah, you don't have the key, but this side doesn't have the key.
No. Does it just have a latch handle?
It's something up the roof of it. I'm assuming you use your magical lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, with light here, because this area is quite dark, it takes you a little bit of time, but you're able to figure it out and unlatch the door.
It can be a lot.
Definitely seems that it was hidden, but meant to be usable. And then again, you can fly, so
Get on brooms.
yeah.
Well, they're up to 20 feet.
Yep. Yeah, those became useful.
Yeah. No, that's not brooms. They're going to be useful forever.
Until you take them from us.
Yeah.
And then we walk out of a forge.
Yeah.
Just
That gathers some attention. That all of a sudden, you're getting there, and there's a glow sticking the.
Excuse me,
and they're probably showing some sort of like the flame is like coming out pink that they're putting the fire in as they're.
I walk up, and when they're doing it, I'm just like, hey, can you move?
And like the thing it jumps up near your face as he falls backwards.
And I just kind of move it aside. Stop that.
It
you
would
touch
burn
it?
you.
It wouldn't.
Yeah, this is fire resistance, not fire immunity.
Resistance is half damage, Bob.
For example, if this, you touch it.
It's half damage.
Can I dodge the damage?
No, you can't. But I rolled low, so you only take 2 fire damage, and that's already divided in half.
Alright. You can stop that.
Hail.
Yeah, we just walk out.
He mutters something in Dwarven.
I look at him going like, okay, so Satan walks into a bar, right?
Do you speak Dwarven?
No.
He says something back in Dwarven.
Bar?
We just walk out. We were supposed to be here.
Yeah. Others, you
No. I point up at the key, then point down. And give him a thumbs up, then we walk out.
Well, it doesn't seem to acknowledge anything with that.
The key probably isn't common knowledge.
Yeah, it's just... That's how this world works. No one knows that. It works. Fire's always coming out. You just mix in your chemicals, make your special fire.
Anyone here speak common?
I do.
Useless. Both of you.
Entertaining.
Does anybody speak common? We do. We're a helpful party.
So move up into the city.
Yeah.
No, answer my damn question.
Nobody answered.
No one answered.
So
You gotta say
presumably
that.
Well, technically, they answered.
You found out that 2 people here speak common besides you.
Put you both back in the fire.
You take half damage.
And ultimately, I was nice enough with those forges to make it a status effect instead of damage.
Because we would have died.
Yes, because you would have died. And that would not
We
have
almost
worked well
still
for the
did.
plot. Yeah.
Almost still did.
I was fine.
Yeah, so we leave.
Okay.
We have
You-
rooms.
you
Makes
go-
navigating stairs easy.
So do you fly through the Dwarven City?
No.
No.
Okay. Not that they wouldn't take kindly to that or anything. Humans.
All you do, you take your broom, you put like you like rig it up so it looks like it has wheels, and then you just fly it really low to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And people think it's just like a magic board.
Shield makers. Anywhere in here that where they make shields?
I mean, you
It's a
see
dwarven
people that
city,
are making
baby.
shields.
Yeah, I assume so.
Yeah, you see people that are making shields.
Did you lose, or do I have it?
What?
Your shield.
I have a shield.
Oh.
Yeah,
Why are you looking for a shield?
Oh.
Because I want to see if I can get a better shield.
You can't.
All shields are the same.
You don't need any
All
more.
shields
I can
are
take my shit
created
back.
equal.
I want a magical shield.
You're not in the elemental plane of fire.
That's what magical shield would be.
Yeah, that's where magical items are. If we want to go back, we have to come here, say, we're going down into the forge, can we borrow the key?
At this point, at the point where you come back, you're probably high enough level
Okay.
that, well, you know where the key is, you know where the forge is.
We just walk in,
Whack up!
just fly up there and grab keychain.
And by the time they figure out what's going on, you're beyond it.
You can get a really nice shield here.
Yeah. Is it anyone with a pretty shield?
So good? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, they're ornate, yeah.
Okay.
Ornate and functional.
Any of them of like a forest walker kind of thing?
None that are being none right here, but you see them essentially. They're working on things. You're in the forges. You're in where they're working on them, not necessarily in the sales room.
Okay, let's go to the sales area then.
Okay. Do you know where that is?
No, that's why I was trying to find something so common so I could ask.
So where do you guys go?
Anyone speak Dwarven?
No.
No. That was our problem last time. Is we've had to find someone who spoke our language.
You can go and talk to the guy.
Okay, I go and talk to the guy.
We know where he lives.
Yes, you do.
That's
You
the
also know where you
advantage of not charging for your services is that you basically made them indebted to you for the rest of their lives.
Not quite, but okay.
No, show. Hi, we lived. We came back. Cure disease, just a checkup.
Okay.
I mean,
Ask
obviously, as a
him.
good character, I wouldn't think that way, but it's totally the way that works.
Is there anyone around here who makes beautiful shields?
Hi, is there anyone around here who makes beautiful shields?
I assume rather than going to his home, you start with his shop where you first met him.
Yeah.
Let's start with the house. How are you?
In which case, yes, you meet him, and he has a few options here, and
Oh,
he's asking. He sold armor.
Yeah.
Well, are you looking for something?
Oh, yeah, that's why we got
Anything
the
with
split
the
mail.
forest walker motif on it?
What would that look like?
Well, it's
I'm guessing no then.
No, you can show him a tree. A tree's a motif.
Yeah, no. Essentially, the idea being that we can make what you want.
Yeah, I don't got time for that.
stencil a tree on it.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to necessarily have anything directly quite like that.
Just a masterwork
He
shield, maybe?
has probably the closest would be one that is the only one that has any sort of plant motif at all. Is more of a vine, but it's essentially a silvered shield with sort of a vine etchings.
Ooh, that looks pretty cool. Hey, would you trade it for this? I hold out the adamantine smithing tool set.
Yes. Yes.
I found this. Can I have that for this?
Barter.
Use one of your charisma-based skills. Let me know which one, and make a check.
I don't have any of those trained. Persuasion?
Yeah, you have persuasion, you
11.
have deception, and you have intimidation.
Why?
Because 11's better than 10.
But 12
That's not
was
what I
better than
rolled.
11.
Why do you keep touching my stuff? Go away.
I wanted to guarantee you a better than mediocre roll.
Apparently, I got 11 because he said it while I
So
was
do you have
rolling.
anything that's that?
Plus 1. I get 12.
Do you have a 12?
Yeah, it's supposed to be 13.
But he gets a 7, right?
Huh? If the other guy gets an opposed roll.
He already rolled his.
Oh.
Why are you fucking with me? Fuck with him.
I was trying to help you out.
You've never helped me.
I just saw the future. By the way, he says, for that and 10 gold.
No thanks. Hold it up, leave.
But
I'm totally willing to walk away from this. Sure you just don't want to do a straight trade?
It's really not worth it.
It really is.
The actual 8 cost was 110 gold for that shield. So essentially, he is offering 100 gold for the tool set.
Fine.
It counts as being silvered.
Would a 13
So
help?
you,
Would a 13 have made a difference?
No.
Still don't touch my rolls.
I didn't.
He already foresaw it.
You can keep saying that. That's not how it is.
Totes is.
Like I said,
No,
I
we keep
guaranteed you above 10.
yeah, we keep.
I didn't need your guarantee.
I was trying to help.
See, he doesn't roll a d10, so he gets mad at us when we try to make sure he gets above the d10.
That's like, I rolled a d10. I would have loved to have an 11. I'm just making checks.
Can I sell him the shield for like 2 gold, the one I already have?
Yeah, he'll give you 2 gold off that. That is fair. He can break that down and remake something out of it.
Mm-hmm. So now you can bash werewolves in the face.
If werewolves are still weak to silver.
They are. They actually take 0 damage from mundane weapons.
Huh. Nice.
But where do you go from there? Do you do anything else in the city? Do you head out? Do you...
Take a nap.
Yeah, won't we find an inn before we take our long road journey?
Well, that's true. It depends how long we travel, I guess. Did we still have the exhaustion?
Yeah.
At this point, no.
Okay.
You had to sleep on your way up to the portal to get...
Oh, yeah.
But, so do you look for an inn still, though?
Well, we've got the Mount Star. I figure we should hurry.
Yeah.
Not dilly-dally.
We shall not dilly nor dally.
Okay, we'll roll. I thought we still had the exhaustion.
But, let's see. You get out. Do you, alright, so once out of the mountain itself, where do you go? Do you go back to any of the previous...
We follow the mountain range and go to the giants. I mean, we
Can't we
try to go
just fly in a straight line?
But do we actually have good enough direction to go in a straight line there?
Yes, I studied the maps.
Are those maps correct?
Yeah, I studied them at the big town place.
At Korati. The point is, do you stop at Korati, or do you stop at Twin River Fields, either of which
Not
are
unless
places?
we see giants attacking them.
Yeah, like how many days we got left?
At the point that you're leaving, it's probably been about 45 days.
Maybe it's, 3 months?
2 months.
2 months? So we're making good time.
Yeah, just fly straight there.
As long as they know what 2 months are.
Exactly. So, fly straight there.
Well, all of them except Georgia are intelligent.
It's
Georgia's
It's
kind of
by the time you reach the base of the mountains, pretty much
worse.
around the spot where you know to go up to get to where their town, their village is. You've gotten to about 53 days.
The giant word for month is actually a week.
The town's been destroyed for a while.
Yeah.
And it takes you, even with the broom, still a few more days.
Well, we're already in the past, so now we're sick. So long as they haven't already come out, we'll see them if they try.
But as far as your estimate, it looks like by the time that you have off in the distance the longhouses of the frost giants, it would be 56 days. So I did really good math in how much time to give them. I'm just saying I am awesome.
I'm sure you planned all this.
I tried, but I had to work with the fact that you guys are going to do what you guys are going to do.
That is the pain of all DMs.
But yes, I'll sort of in that distance there. You see the longhouses. Cool. I'm also assuming you did not stop at the
Well,
Goliath. See there.
No, we stopped, walked through their place, said hi.
Why?
Why?
Because
Just
that's
fly.
the path we know.
Why would we fly that way? We could just fly over the pass. We don't have to stop.
I figured it would be too cold if we flew any higher.
Not really any different at this point.
You're up in the mountains. That's why it still took you. Pretty much, yeah.
Well, that's the way we knew how to get through the mountain.
Technically, I think you went up into it, found an intermission, and came back down.
No, we went up through it and went out their front door.
Yeah, we went up to the backside of their place.
And then
Because I
we went
levitated up and used a rope.
And then we went through their place out the front door. I figured we'd go that way because that's how we knew to get through the mountain.
Well, whatever. We're there now.
But anyways, yes. So you see off in the distance. How do you approach?
On brooms.
Yeah.
How high?
Are there giants in the town?
Well, hopefully.
Oh, really?
If not, you've missed them and it's too late.
They're giants, so we could see them theoretically.
I would say like 5 or 10 feet off the ground.
Okay, so you're still at what would be, certainly
Shot
their
sight.
eye level or
Yeah.
below, and you're flying up towards them. Are you approaching from sort of the same angle, that front side that you did before?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
We're not going anywhere near the treasure house, so we're not supposed to go near. Because he showed it to us to make sure we knew that's the one you're not supposed to go to. Because George is an idiot.
Just sneak the Mountain Star in there and complain about how we looked, we couldn't find it, but we're pretty sure it's in the treasure house. It's been there the whole time.
You know that last time you arrived, there were a pair of frost giants sort of out front, almost that guard kind of position. Yeah. You don't see that this time.
What about the pen of ogres?
They're
Trolls.
but those are still all pinned up.
Oh, okay.
You do, however, from a bit of a distance, see, while the place isn't really snowy, it's that cold, it's that sort of, and so there's still bits of ice that are remaining from older times, and you see, relatively near that sort of front area of the town, you'd first notice it just sort of as a smear, a large smear of red.
Blood?
Yeah.
Huh?
And it appears to be the head of a frost giant. Large white beard.
Is it George?
It's not George.
Is it a Ymir?
Is it Trundlebeard?
It's the former Jarl.
Jarl.
Hey, you got put down. So go to the longhouse, see if there's anybody in there.
As you walk down, that main street, you definitely can hear that there's activity inside. I will also, I guess, point out that the Jarl set looks like it's been there for several days at least.
Well, knock on the door and then fly out of reach.
Just back.
So you're trying to knock on the door to get attention?
Yes.
Making lots of noise, yeah.
Strength check?
I don't have to. I can make my voice 3 times louder.
How?
I have a spell that does it. Thaumaturgy is a cantrip, which lets my voice boost.
I was just pointing out. Wait! Didn't you give me that item that did that?
You do. I just have a spell that can do that.
So you use that to?
Yeah.
What do you call out? In what language?
I speak giant.
I just call him halfling. Declare that we have brought the Mountain Star.
So in gibberish, you say something that.
But it's distinct gibberish. They know it's noise, and they're likely to come investigate. But I'm anticipating that the new Jarl is not as peaceful as the old Jarl.
Or more peaceful and thought going to war was stupid.
Yeah, like I said, I'm being a little pessimistic.
But
because they're giants.
But anyways, a woman opens the door, sort of looking around.
You
We're
know,
like 10 feet off the ground. We're not under her sight.
So yeah, she.
I say to her, we've returned with the Mountain Star as requested.
in common.
In giant.
Okay.
It's requested.
Yes.
The old Jarl.
The previous Jarl, whose head is over there.
We've had no previous Jarl.
Yeah, you
Is
did.
George in charge?
Jarl George is a wonderful, wonderful person.
Tell him to get his...
What is it?
Hey,
What's
George!
that? Who's that?
It's Octavian!
Oh! I'll let him in, those nice ones.
Stab him once, friends forever.
That wolf got spunk, he said. His friends on that bright now. You have something for us!
Yeah, we wanted to get that Mountain Star thing, remember?
See, I told you I the best Jarl. I'm right for job.
Indeed you are. And as you recall, the deal is that we give you the Mountain Star, and you don't attack anyone.
Attack no one to the south. Stay here, comfy and cozy and home.
So, yeah, he was upset. The whole anything town is stupid.
Alrighty then. Here's your star.
No.
That's a box.
No. He gets a gem.
Yeah, he gets. We get to keep the magic canceling box.
You
get to
open
open
it,
the
and
box
all
and-
of a sudden, are you wearing your
Winter
Arctic,
garb? Yeah.
Arctic clothing?
Yeah.
Because the room is noticeably cold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they all sort of seem to almost... They seem to enjoy just sort of this... Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Oh, I'm good. Aren't I wonderful?
Yeah.
You make the best deals, George.
Oh, yeah. I did good.
Well, Jarl George, you enjoy your rule.
I will. You's taller now?
Oh no, I can fly.
Well, that's like being taller. It's a good try.
I had to look up to you, sir.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, we'll be on our way.
Oh, you leaving? Don't want to stay for dinner?
We have to go tell the Whatsits that you're not going to attack them and pummel their head in anymore.
Always got stuff to do.
Well, if there wasn't us, you'd have to do it all, and that wouldn't be
I
cool.
don't want to do that.
Don't worry, we'll take care of it for you.
Oh, that's good. I didn't want... Thank you.
No problem at all. You have a good day.
Oh, that's lovely.
They seem in good hands.
They're in the best
Surely
hands.
nothing could possibly go wrong.
As long as there is no Laurel yet, Lenny will be fine. Just make sure he has
So we
lots of
head back
ketchup for
south.
his beans.
Yeah.
Swing by the glass, tell him it might get colder.
Yeah, so you leave the building.
Yeah.
It's snowing.
Yeah, I bet.
Nice. Head back. Trying to go a little faster. I know it only goes the one speed, but
You could drop off some extra weight.
Nah.
Get rid of that plate mail.
Get rid of all that stuff you're carrying,
Yeah.
your weapons and such. Now, swing by the glass, tell them we did the thing. It's going to get colder. Probably.
it's, yeah. It's like, oh, here we live in the mountains. It's always cold.
Yeah, but it's colder. That's important. I mean, for furs and such. Just doing our due diligence.
Okay.
All right, let's go and be the favorite of Highguard again.
High ground, but okay.
Hi, Graham. Ooh, get out my little badge.
Yeah, we got little patches.
You just haven't used it on this one.
Bob, here, patch. Just look at it.
Knock it over. Job well done.
Had to be done. Let's get that disappointment close up.
Oh, yeah, that's a disappointment. We know I'm loving our DMs.
So you're flying south? Where you heading towards high ground?
Yeah.
Indeed.
I think that,
I
that
get
was
this.
that place was high ground.
Follow the river down.
Yeah.
Probably
Do
easiest.
you?
I don't know, unless Bob.
You come out here.
Yeah.
So do you come across the river and go around?
No, I'm pretty sure we just go straight.
Yeah. Yeah, we went straight before.
Yes.
You follow the giant tracks. Bit more grown over now.
Yeah.
But
We can see them from there.
Yeah, kind of still noticeable.
Oh, I'll get down there. Tell them.
Any of you have survival trained?
Yo.
No.
Then yes, you can follow it.
Not only that, we don't have to rely on rations.
Also, I don't need it. It's on a map.
Stop.
That's not 100% work functional.
I also
That is-
traveled over the ground.
That is generally functional. That's not 100%.
Which,
that's-
seeing how we're heading for a town, not a small campsite, generally usually does the trick. Especially when you're
and
flying.
it does in this case, but I'm just pointing out. I'm not letting you just use your background features as end all be all. This always functions. No, it is part of a role playing situation.
You should just be happy I'm not screaming about how I have amnesia.
As we move on,
Anyway, so yeah, you get to the point where you see high ground ahead, and they generally they've been working, and over the past couple of months they've made some good progress in rebuilding the walls.
Good job. A+.
Fly down to where the bridge was.
Get our patches. Get our,
See if there's a guard there, still with a rope bridge. Talk to him, say, we've handled the giant problem. We'd like to speak to the
It wasn't just a big
Not a
problem.
mayor?
It was, in fact, a giant problem.
Not the mayor.
The
Governor.
Lord,
Governor.
Overlord, Jesus. whatever
Governor
it is.
Charles Aberdeen.
Oh, right, the Tuna King.
Yes.
That is what you said last time.
Yeah, so we'll go talk to him.
Wait, yes, you say you need help?
Yeah.
Oh, he's been called to a meeting. The landowners.
What, Homeowners Association?
No, probably talk about the big inner meeting.
No, Carrion's called a meeting for landowners.
Where's that meeting?
We've fallen under attack.
By who?
As giants, we took care of that. Did you get attacked by a different group while we were gone?
Well, nothing quite so severe. More.
Ah, he seems awful shell-shocked. Look how shocked he is.
More personal, more close, more that close.
That close. Someone in the governor's family tried to kill him or something?
I could only really define it as demonic.
Is someone encroaching on his tuna business?
No, he's got that on lock.
Yeah.
He is the Tuna King.
Well, is the meeting being held in town?
No, it's out in the towers.
Where's that?
That would be. I'm upside down.
Do you have-
Northeast.
Do you have a map?
Could we see them from here if we are high enough? Are they actually towers?
Well, the towers. I don't think they're that close, but
Point us in the direction.
I mean, he sort of pinpointed. It's in that general.
I figure we can find it.
I'd rather see a map.
He doesn't have a map.
Where's your map, people?
They're in the Carrion fields. They're in. Trying to show you guys a map.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is high ground. Mm-hmm. And these are just sort of this big open fields.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying somewhere in here.
Ah.
So they built towers in the middle of the fields and you didn't mark it on the map?
Well, no, we wouldn't.
They're defensive structures. Evidently.
Where there's meetings.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We fixed your giant problem. Can we go on our way now?
We have to go talk to them.
I never said you couldn't.
They're having demonic assaults. Now I got a new problem to solve.
For high ground, specifically. We are the favorite of high ground.
Can I just... damn it. Can I leave?
We have a job.
Damn it.
Do you want to investigate further in high ground, or do you just...
Yeah, let's talk to Peoples.
Okay. So you can go into the...
Figure out where the towers are.
Pop's like, why am I not allowed to leave?
I talked to Nick the whole time.
That's my D10 plus my investigate int, so 9. Hey, you want to try investigating Mr. Has Bonus's intelligence? There you go.
I got a 20.
20?
Overall.
Demonic attacks. You want to find the local church?
Yeah.
And find information there? Yeah, essentially it's... and the church itself, there seems to be almost...
a run on...
the side of the building, through stone and glass both, almost as if something has disintegrated part of the stone, part of the glass in a line, like the shape of claws piercing through the building, of some large hand. It's
It's a good thing you don't have like a demon claw hand or anything, Nick.
Well,
You might want to buy a glove. Or 2 gloves.
it's not a demon hand, it's a mechanical hand.
With claws. Looks slightly demonic.
I know, just a 13 on religion. Do I know anything demonic that has claws that big?
Everything demonic has claws.
That big.
No, there are plenty of like imps and stuff that are tiny.
Yeah, you know that there might be a few options, but possibly almost seems the almost dissolving through stone and glass in a straight line without breaking the things around. Almost seems to be a unusual power.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go see what the
If it was
person here
metal,
is.
I would think like a rust demon or
What
something.
kind of church is it?
Allfather.
Cool.
I assumed that would be the one you would.
Check out first.
Yeah.
They have multiple.
So yeah, we go talk to their head priest.
Yes.
Hi, we are priests. We are clergy of the Allfather. We've just come back from solving the giant problem. We heard there was demon attacks.
I'm from the Force Walker.
We weren't pointing to you.
Just standing in the back of the room going, get sucked.
Yes,
Forest Walker, all are represented amongst the Allfather.
we've had like small ordeals here. From what we've heard, they're worse in other places.
So just random claw marks throughout the town.
Well, the attack within the town was actually only against the church.
Oh. So that might be
At
why
the
he's
very least,
leading
I've
with
heard
the
Cora
peace.
T went under quite an ordeal.
Yeah, they had a big church.
Hmm. We totally didn't stop by those places on the way back.
No, we were in a hurry.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Where's the towers?
Yeah, let's go find those tower things.
The towers?
Where the meeting is with the big muckety mucks.
Oh,
The Tuna
yes,
King.
yes, so there are one of the. There should be towers out in the fields. They're not mapped. They're generally.
Just there.
Mhm. The fields are open. If you're out there, you'll see them, but they will see you far beforehand.
Okay, let's start flying around.
Do
there
be
anything-
careful on the approach.
Yeah. Is there anything we could do for the
It's all
town
the
before we leave?
landowners gathered in one place. They
Have mercenaries and such, I'm guessing.
Well, no, they're landowners. They have armies.
True. Anything we could do to help with the town before we leave?
if you're able to help them figure out what's going on or what the.
Oh, we'll be doing that anyways. I just mean any sick. Is the church taking care of any sick?
We're doing quite well.
Show him to your wards.
Yeah, you're doing well, but I can cure some people before I leave.
We've been doing quite well.
Get out.
Okay.
You seem to gather from that they have been curing people as needed.
Oh. I just meant of disease. Usually lower level ones can't do that.
But anyways, yeah.
Okay. So I guess we fly out on town and just go find some random towers. Ooh, before we leave, has anyone seen the demons and what they look like?
They did not see them. The claw appeared as if shadow, latching onto the side of the building.
That's weird. I'll file that away in things that I know now.
Do you start flying from the church, or do you leave the town
We leave
through
the
the
town.
bridge?
Yeah.
Okay. As you're nearing the bridge, Ludwig.
Fun accent, man?
Yeah.
Jesus, does he ever get a day off?
We don't. Why should he?
I mean, the good cannot take a break, as there is no rest for the wicked.
Oh no, they actually called in. They're sleeping in late today.
Oh, thank goodness you have arrived. I need to take you to the governor.
Yeah, that's
Good.
good.
We've been trying to get there.
That was our plan. Fly to the towers.
How much do you weigh?
Doesn't matter. No one raises our weight down to 30.
No,
No,
they have to be
it's
under
maximum
400.
400. How much do
I
you
have
weigh?
horses.
How much do you weigh?
We carry them.
Yeah, I know. How much do you weigh?
It's kind of a
5
personal-
stones.
I just like
You
put down the thing.
estimate
I'm like,
him. It's gonna be around 160, 170, but
oh yeah,
He's on your
hop
ground,
on.
we fly away.
Come on, let's go.
No horses, we fly.
Faster.
I'm not sure this is safe.
I'm not asking. I'm telling. Get on.
This is faster.
But
We are favored of the high ground, and we did stop the giants. We just came from there. And they're not coming down.
but this,
Come on,
this,
it's not like it's going to cost you a hand.
Have faith.
it's, what?
Things happen. We're okay now.
What the?
I'm just like, get on. Hey, I just grab him. Come on, get on.
You're gonna force him on?
No, I'm
Want
pulling.
to make you make a strength check?
No, I'm just kind of like pulling him. Come on,
Just
come on.
warn you, make a strength check. It might be really low.
But this cannot be a safe way.
As
We flew through the fire planes on this thing. It's fine. Get
That does
on.
not sound safe either.
No!
It was fine.
But for Or just feels, we'll even stay low.
He like sort of hugs it.
Assure him to have faith.
I'm like, no, you gotta hold on to me. This is a motorcycle. You're riding bitch.
Just,
He feels very close to you.
So
If he falls off, he's taking you with him.
That's fine. I'll be fine.
just some loop-de-loops, some spins.
Oh yeah, totally fly. And off we go.
No, he seems terrified.
We don't go more than like 30 feet above the ground.
That seems too high for him.
fine, we say like 5.
More
Well,
like when I was, you know how dangerous riding a horse can be?
this doesn't buck or
But
anything.
yeah, he grew up with that. That was normal for him.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
we keep horse level off the ground, so he, as long as he doesn't think about it, it should be okay.
But by the way, he's sort of able to direct you in the direction. He seems to know where these towers are.
Also, if we stay at horse level, we're more likely to be perceived as horses. Really fast horses.
Slightly slow horses, but
Fly speed's calculated differently. Really fast horses.
or at least untiring horses.
Yes. Horses that just kind of zoom through without...
Oh yeah, I could totally summon a steed nowadays that won't burst into flames.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't have to torture another soul.
Same soul.
Can it fly?
No.
Oh, there you go.
You but yeah, you make your way and you are able to see what is certainly a solitary tower that is, standing within these large open fields, and from what is perceived, very little guard around it.
How they hiding in the fields?
They're fields, man.
Yeah, it's really quite like it is more open here than it is in most.
Are they like, are the fields already harvested or something?
Um,
I'm just saying,
you
you could hide an army in some corn stalks.
no, it's much more cut down than that.
Okay.
It's not like farm fields. It's
Yeah.
like fields of grass.
Points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, no, man, you could hide a lot of people in some farm fields.
Yeah, no.
So I thought there would be more people guarding it with all the landowners here.
Oh yes, the owner within the tower. He has his own methods.
So magical wards and such.
Probably.
We should be safe.
Yes.
Perhaps not come in.
As long as it doesn't,
speed.
shut down the broom and kind of careening into the ground, breaking our necks or something.
It's like
Something.
As we get within like 50 to 100 feet, we'll land and walk the rest. Slide broom and back.
He and as you get even closer, he sort of almost speeds up that to make the front as he knocks on the large door, which just moments later is drawn open on both sides, like sort of a pair of double doors into it. Oh, good job, Ludwig. Them? Are these them?
We are the favorite of high ground.
We stopped the frost giants from attacking.
Oh, the stories.
We represent the Allfather.
And the water?
Not all
Is
of
it-
us.
Is it true?
Yeah, the water too. That wasn't a big deal though.
Yeah.
That was literally putting a cork back in a bottle.
Oh, you've helped a great number of people.
Oh! Also the undead over on,
Oh yeah, the undead. I totally forgot about the undead scourge that we got rid of.
That was on an island, though.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
totally an island.
That's what I mean. It was
Yeah.
on an island.
That's what I said.
So it might not necessarily be common knowledge to these people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, now they know.
yeah, technically that's independent territory.
Well, I totally did mention it. It's like, I thought that place had a name written on it. It does not.
Crazy lady.
Nope.
Poor crazy captain.
Poor crazy lady. Let me talk about Port Northern Captain. He upgraded his boat to a giant turtle.
Yeah, but he's now endlessly stuck in the plane of water.
And
He's
also
more crazy.
super insane.
Yeah.
I'd say stuck, but I'd like to think that he likes it better. He enjoys himself thoroughly.
Probably
At the very least, he's not upset about his situation. He doesn't have that much of a concept of it to be upset, but not upset.
This is a new day, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it took a few getting here.
Might make checks in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might.
But
Not those.
oh no, that's a
No, those are both for me.
Only one of them. At max. Unless you have to make 2 saves.
There'll always be, a 3, a 2, or a 1.
Okay, make a will save, but you have advantage. One of them's 4, the other one's 7. They're both terrible. No, that would just flat out be mean.
Yeah, it would. Anyways, this room has sort of like stairs that go up. Otherwise, it has a few people just sort of congregating that sort of seem almost they have luggage and that kind of packs. They're sort of they are the servants, those that have accompanied others. It's that sort of feel is very obvious.
A bunch of seconds while standing in a room together while the firsts are off doing stuff.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he says, "Yes, please do come." The man that opened the door invites you to come up the stairs. As you do, Ludwig sort of meanders his way into that room on the lower floor where there's seating and such around there.
That's true. He probably had horses for all of us, but now he's only got his legs to get back.
I'm sure he can go back with the governor. If nothing else, I will summon him a steed.
Get this guy back.
Yeah, you have one a patch. But
oh yeah, you need to remember to identify that robe.
We took a break at some point across these days. I remember to do it at the dwarven place.
I feel like it's handled in Doctor Who.
How does this work?
Remember to patch the phone back to the console.
Damn, I keep forgetting it every time.
Sure, you've identified it.
If not, I'll take a break right in here and do it.
Wait, stop
10
on the
minutes.
stairs.
10 minutes. I'm not forgetting this no more.
But you go up through, you reach the ceiling and he sort of pushes up for just a moment, holds it before lifting the trapdoor up, and sort of holding it up as he invites you. You walk up into very much a circular room. On either side, essentially 2 sort of half-circle tables with a bit of a gap where you could walk through the inside, but people sitting around the outside facing the other. At this point, there's someone walking, one of the chairs empty, and someone in the middle sort of addressing the group as a whole, who then sort of pauses as all of a sudden people emerge from his floor. You don't recognize him.
Hail?
What?
Hail?
Yeah, hell.
You lead him to it. But amongst the table...
Do I see the mayor, what was the lady? Priestess?
Archon.
The Tuna King.
The governor and the master, yes.
And the
Yes,
Tuna King
of
and
the
the
people
master.
there that you recognize.
I knew collecting those stamps would be beneficial.
Archon Sophia Lilybeth, Mayor Milton Miles Milburn, Governor Charles Aberdeen, and Master Carlson Terborn. The mayor definitely seems to have like a box sitting on top of his chair, and he's up on there, top hat and all, and he seems...
Booster seat.
Yeah. As there are a couple other halflings here. There is one elf, and otherwise mostly humans.
I don't speak Elven.
The person's walking through the middle, a wizened old human. I'm assuming that you don't have like a detect magic on,
Not unless
unless you had a reason to do. Okay, so yeah.
Also, wizened.
Not wise. Wizened. I was thinking that too, I just wasn't going to say it.
Well, aren't you a nice person?
Okay, you can have the next one.
I'll take it.
I use words too big for me. It's part of who I am.
That was
You've
4
known me
letters.
But no, still, the
I
wise
gave him a-
appearance is still an accurate description.
I gave him a hard time for using a word correctly today, because it was an old-timey word. I still gave him a hard time for it.
So he's chatting.
Yeah. Anyways, the approach, but yeah, the 4 that you've met seem to at least recognize you. 3 of them quite happy to see you.
More important.
The mayor was always kind of a douchebag.
He gives badges.
No, the mayor.
Which one's
You're
the
thinking
mayor?
of the
The
governor.
mayor's the halfling with the top hat. The Tuna King is the one who gave us badges.
Yeah. The mayor's the guy with the top hat?
Yeah, he's
wasn't-
the halfling.
wasn't he
Mayor Miles Milton.
No, he
No,
didn't like us because we were adventurers.
Milton Miles Milburn. Yeah, he just thought you guys were bringing trouble.
cool? No.
He didn't dislike you. He was just sort of a suspicious.
But obviously not happy to see us.
Well, he's not. I mean, he just doesn't.
He's neutral. He's
Yeah.
not happy to see us.
But he does seem to recognize you.
Yeah.
There is certainly that's.
It's good that he wasn't completely drunk.
And after a moment, I mean, do you, as you first walk in, do you immediately say anything? Do you just sort of stand against the wall?
Hail, and we stand back.
Okay. But once you're in, the man that let you in will sort of lower the trap door back down, closing the door and descending the stairs as you're sitting there. The governor generally seems to be filtering through a pack that he has with him for something.
Did he get my silver emblem? Because I asked for a silver emblem.
He did. But the man in the center says, and what do I owe this intrusion?
Oh,
Which-
we're the favorite of Highgarde.
Representatives of the Allfather.
And the Forest Walker.
And the Forest Walker.
And
That's cute. Of course, you can have that, dear.
Master Carlson speaks up. They're the ones that we told you of, that we sent out for. They saved my city.
We are the purifier of waters, the vanquishers of undead, the bringers of peace.
And we're hoping you might help once more.
Oh, yeah.
As the governor does, you distinctly see the shine of silver.
Yeah.
As
Walk
he's
over.
pulling something out. He's sort of like across the room at this point from where you're at. But
He's like,
he's like setting a few of the what look very much like the brooches you had before, only now in silver.
I do
Side.
say-
and I did totally remember it and put no.
I do raise my hand and say, by the way, we did handle the giant problem. They'll be staying up. Their area is colder now. We have returned their mountain star.
and also there's a new Jarl. It's Jarl
Who's
George.
much less willing to leave the mountains.
Yes, he hates leaving the mountains.
So-
He's really lazy and quite stupid.
Double success.
And he's very fond of me.
Well,
I stabbed him in the knee. We became friends. I don't know how.
well, that's quite good to hear.
So, no more giant attacks.
Yes.
Bonus.
The wizened man says, "Well, it does seem that you've done quite well for yourself.
Oh, not as well as we could have. I muttered that really quietly to myself.
Have you at all heard?"
Demon attacks? We've heard some. Speak of
Looking
them.
around the room, I will point out that there are, between the man there and the others, there are 23 individuals here.
Is that counting us?
No.
What
That-
about...
that
Is
the
that only
archers.
people at the table? What about the guy standing guard over the door?
Well, he would be downstairs.
Oh.
He's not in this room.
What
Oh,
does
I
the
thought there
number
was
have
one
to
of-
do with anything?
What?
What does the number have to do with anything? And
That's
I-
more than there
it's-
are towns.
It's more than there are towns. Yes. It is the number of landowners. For example, there is a landowner in this area of land with this tower. There is no town for it, but it is a tower and land.
Okay, so...
That's what we take away from it. We know
Yeah.
how many people of power there are in the region.
Yes.
Oh,
And therefore, you
This
know
is also
that
all the
having
people of
met
power.
4 of them. Yeah, this is all the people in power over Cadian, over Riverside. Therefore, you know that you are friends with 3 of them, and that you've met and have at least basic relations with 4. Well, they're friends with 3. You're friends with 2 now.
Which basically means we don't know.
The third one, only real, relation with you is through the Allfather.
Yeah, no, the Archon likes us because we're all Father
refuse to be
priests.
associated with the Allfather.
He does not associated.
No, he's definitely associated.
We keep trying to involve you in a greater thing.
You keep trying to convert me. I'm already involved.
In a greater thing.
I'm involved whether I'd like it or not.
You can be so much more. You just have to renounce your previous faith and embrace the true one.
I do embrace my faith.
But the Archon Sophia speak up. We've seemed to have a demonic attack.
Yes, we saw damage the church in High Ground.
If you went by my city as you'd see our cathedral is crumbled in two.
That's bad. I like that cathedral.
Yeah,
it was a
great
very
library.
And a very big temple to the Allfather.
But the library.
The
Also
attacks
important.
Very much started against the church, though as most of us here have at least loose ties to it, they have seemed to have been spreading beyond just to those that have...
Are they only attacks against the Allfather's church or all churches?
Well, some have certainly been collateral, at the very least. We have no reason to think others are necessarily the target.
Mm.
Not that they haven't been helpful in this situation.
They've done things.
I feel like y'all are just like kind of telling the little kid that, yeah, you helped make the pie when you really just opened the can.
Exactly.
Well, she glances at you and then she says, we actually have a few members of a Church of Anastasia downstairs who could possibly be of great effort if you cannot find anything.
I know enough about the other religions with my knowledge of religion, right? You know she's the deaf one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she has the Doom liquid.
Yeah, she's in holy water. Best weapon ever.
That's not this game.
It's this
They
world.
still have that weapon.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't use it, but just saying that weapon is available.
I wouldn't use it, but I also wouldn't be upset if the Forest Walker guy did.
I'd totally be upset. You can't use that. That's death liquid. That's horrible.
So, why would the Anastasians be of use?
Talk to me.
The wizened man, the man at this point that
We're
based
talking
on,
over.
well, yeah, the man that's sort of standing there, that you at this point looking around the room and sort of getting that idea, that feel for who these people are.
Well, he's obviously
and,
the old wizard in the tower.
Yeah, the idea being that he is the master of this tower, and yes, that probably has at least some form of magic,
Like everyone else.
like almost nobody.
Like us.
I'm a double magician. Ooh, he's a wizard. I wonder if he'll give me a book.
But he references, if, as they suggest you might be, you would be willing to aid, what we have traced is that these demons are from their home. They're coming out of the abyss, and as these attacks seem to be coordinated against deliberate targets, that there is someone coordinating them. We have basic defense in place and are able to, as they appear, knowing that they are coming and at times able to predict their location, defend off against them on our side, but we need them to stop. We would be seeking someone to seek out whoever is organizing this and to stop it there. Unless you have a way into the abyss yourself.
No,
They
just
can
the
get
elemental
you
planes.
They can at the very least get you somewhere in the lower planes, and as legend has it, there is a grand river that runs through them.
I forget, are abyssals devils or demons? Or
I
did they...
don't know if the cosmology is still the same. The
Demonic.
abyss would be demonic.
Hmm.
Like
So
I said,
the
we're still
chaotics?
using- if we're still using the old cosmology, abyss would be chaotic evils, demons.
Yes, it would.
Devils are lawful.
Yes, and yet there is an organized attack coming from the abyss.
Yeah, that happens all the time. They're really easy to get a bunch of uncooperative people to go and hit something.
Mhm.
You just kind of point the direction, and they do.
So...
If they can get us close, we'll do our best.
Yeah, be some demonic assassins.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not assassination, they're demons.
True, but
It's
we're,
like an extermination.
we're counting up the head of an organization.
A purge, a crusade, but it's
I'm
not.
willing to accept crusade.
A reorganization.
It's not. It's none of those other things. It's not murder.
Yeah, going on a crusade for the Allfather against this demonic incursion. I'm willing to accept that. I'm guessing
Sophia looks a little troubled, and she stands. May we have a moment?
Mm-hmm.
And she sort of stands from the chair and walks around the outside, and she gestures for you, sort of almost to come around.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a ladder that leads up to a higher floor, up against the wall, which she ascends.
I was totally thinking a cone of silence would come down.
I also was having get smart idea. I was just trying not to say them.
No, I'm willing to say.
Misbehaving today. It's not me. It's him.
In defense, we're in a mage's tower. It's totally a function that could exist.
You are probably a better mage than he is. But you know what? He
But
has
you don't
magic, and that makes him better than most of them.
Yeah, but you don't have a tower.
Well, what's the point? Is that? See,
You just didn't draw the right card.
oh.
But she takes you up.
Mm-hmm.
This won't be a safe mission.
Neither
We
was.
just flew out of the elemental planes. He lost that arm.
I know what the plan is.
It's a suicide mission, more than likely.
Well, the plan starts by putting you in the presence of Anastasia. She's not necessarily immediately aggressive, but
I've already died once. I sure can't go bad twice.
They prayed him back into the body. I haven't heard the end of it.
Glory to the Allfather.
that is a mighty testimony.
Yeah, we've got lots of work to do. Maybe this is that task.
Especially
got
given
sent
that they're
back
attacking
and-
the Allfather.
He got sent back and just kept going, I have work to do.
Grand work.
So don't anger their death lady. Gotcha.
Well, she functions over death, but misery and darkness are her focus. I wouldn't trust her.
No, we say, how do you do? And we move on to go find these demons.
Oh, come now. You'll say
Furthermore,
hail.
it will put you somewhere within the
abyss.
lower planes.
Yeah.
It might be the abyss, which would be wonderful, but that's not necessarily the most likely. The river Styx.
Remember correctly, don't touch the water.
According to legends, yes.
Don't if I remember correctly, don't touch the water, or you won't remember correctly anymore.
That's Lethe.
Lethe? Ah.
Yeah, the river Styx is,
River of the Dead.
yeah.
I think in D&D cosmology, I think it also has ice that works out of your memory.
But you seem quite informed.
And so we're like, is that the cosmology? I don't remember. It's been so long since we've been in school.
We both have it trained. I'm just not good at remembering.
You know, y'all can feed yourselves. Shut up.
I have it trained.
But from there, even once you reach the abyss, it's, at this point, on pure luck, finding the right spot, or talent if you have it. There's no end to that place.
Are there maps?
No, there are not.
Ah, damn it. I'm really good with maps.
Whatever, where's your... Have faith. We will pursue, and we will be led, and we will succeed.
And we will stay behind and I will pray. May the All-Father guide you.
Of course.
You did get us through the elemental planes very heavily.
I don't have any choice in the matter.
We're
Now you love it.
we're going to a place.
I do still appreciate the fact that you are willing to aid in this work.
Of course, it's good work. Don't act like you got a monopoly on it. Self-righteous bastards.
Self-righteous, just, again. When's the last time you stole from the party?
He hasn't stolen yet. He just hasn't informed. If he went and spent all the money, then he'd stolen from us.
Yeah,
He just,
I make it
keep
clear.
it safe.
I make it clear, not you, them.
That's only because he has to travel with us.
It's not self-righteous. I mean, I was brought back from the dead. I'm basically completely justified. Before that point, my zealotry might have been heavy-handed. Afterwards, I can't really be blamed anymore.
But yeah, she'll, if you have no further questions or no other concerns,
We didn't have any concerns to start with.
What she did.
I do ask, did anyone in your town see the monsters or demons?
They came as if through shadow.
No.
So maybe it's a shadow plane?
The Shadowfall?
And not the Abyss? I mean, how do we know it's abyssal demons and not something else?
So, some of that which was left behind from their attack.
Okay.
But she'll descend back down, and as you follow, I assume the top room was a smaller room, and it had some other rooms outside of it that doors were shut, and she didn't bother to.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, going back down, and you find the governor sort of standing at the base of the ladder. He'd gotten up, and I think I have a promise to keep.
Oh,
And he hands you, now you also have silver favored high ground brooches.
Now we truly are favored of high ground.
and back to bronze one. I'm like, now if we fix this, gold ones? Or is this like everyone, so we don't get one specifically from you?
Yeah.
He just looks at you and goes, no bush of luck.
Now we get like silver riverside badges.
Ultimately, favored high ground is something he made up in the first place to manipulate you into doing his dirty work.
We're making it into a real order. The order of the favorite of high ground. We're going to make it a thing. Because, oh yes, everywhere we go, yes, and we have been honored with the title, the favorite of high ground. Hey, how come we're not favorite of high ground? We did all this stuff.
But there's an Anastasian church in the high ground, and so ultimately that's where they aim to take you back to. You will need to be within the church for them to send you away.
Seems legit.
Cool beans. Let's go do that.
They seem to have a basic magic that they think should probably work. Should be mostly harmless.
We have faith in our Father that we can protect ourselves from any of the harmful effects, or make them better once we are harmed by them.
But they
the PHP?
yes.
Thank you.
But they they seem to they let you kind of get off to the side, and they seem to be talking a little bit more, making some decisions. Some of the things that they're saying are very clear about the idea that what about when this fails?
We are Plan A.
But at a certain point through it, they decide that they will continue, that you can go back and begin this, unless you have any other comments, concerns to any of them.
No, just that we be supplied with food for our journey and stuff like that.
They can do that downstairs and
Tobacco.
And there's a point probably during this where Mayor Milburn turns to you and says, You're not so bad after all.
Thanks.
Had you pegged all wrong until I found out your stories were true. Seemed like wild tales when you told them.
They were wild times.
Yeah, no, I was going to say I'd
Still glad to have good folk around.
I can only cast for
Always got to keep the home safe. The home
I already
must
have
be
all
safe. That's what people rely on. Safe place to call home. That's what they like.
We'll do our best to get it back that way.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
This entire region's gonna love us.
That's been the build-up.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, ultimately, you met 4 of the people that you were supposed to, and then you kept trying to meet more, and that upset me. It's like I had a store. You were supposed to meet a few of them. You weren't okay with that. That bothered me.
He has to collect stamps.
So
Nick
all of a sudden,
walks around and gets stamps.
the guy in the dwarven place ended up incredibly racist.
Just to keep me away from him.
It's like, whatever. He no longer really functions in this story, so whatever. But yeah, Yeah, they're able to set you off.
We asked Ludwig if he wants to ride back.
He's gonna walk.
He's-
But ultimately, you also have a pair of black-robed priests to accompany you, and
Ask them if they want to fly or meet them back there.
we can walk, or if you have a faster route, we can meet you there.
We all broom up.
You can get there, and you can have a few extra days.
Yeah. Actually sleep in a bed for the first time in real months.
Yeah, you'll be able to get yourself an inn for relatively cheap.
Oh, we can't use our favorite of high ground silver badges to get in?
What does that mean? What is favorite of high ground? No one's heard of that. You're just making that up.
Then we start spreading around town how the favorite of high ground, is the favorite of high ground and should get treatment because we're going to save the riverside.
Vic saved like 50, maybe 60 people during that battle. I'm sure that there's a house for him if he really didn't want to pay.
Also,
I can bail myself to the hospitality of my church.
yeah.
Yeah, I can do that too, of their church.
He can of his chair.
I can do it to my church, yeah.
I don't think my church has a representative here.
It's got a cross that you can lay on the ground.
You wouldn't necessarily get a nice bed, but there would be a spot where there would be some worshipers not too far outside of town.
I
Where we here would actually probably be a bit more into the marsh, though. So,
I don't know. Spend my days, going to the poor areas, healing the sick.
okay. You and your good works and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually the group arrives. And they locate you. Of course. I'm sure at this point you've actually found probably where
The Anastasian churches and check in.
is,
Yeah.
So the pair of them are able to do it, and they call you generally to meet there probably within the hour.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any sort of last moment things, anything you want to get before you theoretically get transported into the outer planes?
I want to replace my mall.
Okay.
Anyone selling a mall?
Yeah, you found one.
Yeah, it's like I don't think there's anything I have need of. I think I'm pretty set. I haven't exactly been rolling across scrolls that I can put in the book or anything like that, so.
It's not a high magic world.
Can only cast first level spells anyway with Wizard right now. But next level, second level Wizard spells.
Okay, I'm going to go to...
Huh. I go to trade that. I asked Bob, hey, you got 10 gold I could use to buy a new weapon?
Yeah, here.
10 gold.
Is it here? I think
No, it's just here. I go. I'm gonna go into the market district and find someone who deals in gems.
Okay.
And I'm going to sell my random junk.
Yes, yeah.
How much health does a potion of healing heal?
Other than that last one that's really expensive, the anime figurines, otherwise you're able to pretty much
Get some
sell
clear
it
item you can
as
buy.
is. If you want to sell that last one for half of what it's actually worth, you can. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait for another class.
No, so each of these 50 gold gemstones is 50 gold apiece? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so the gems, and you can also do the same with the bracelet and the pearl, and any of those
Do you want to hold on to an extra pearl, or do we need it?
I figure if you can't sell it for enough, keep on.
Oh,
yeah,
I can.
You can keep it. Yeah, anything from that up you can sell. It's only that last item that you just don't find someone that you feel is actually giving you what it's really worth.
Yeah. Can you see the MM?
Okay, I'll hold on to the bottom one.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise we're ready. We're loaded with magic gear and
But yeah, they bring you in, and
let's say anything they need to give us.
no, I don't believe. I don't believe they do. But they
So will we all be sent as a group, or is there a chance we become separated?
we will send you at one point, so you should all end up very, very much together.
We should end up in the abyss, or actually we will be together?
How long?
You may or may not end up in the abyss. You may end up a bit further away. There's a grand river within the plains that connects them. You may have to find passage to the abyss itself.
Right.
It may be an effort, or it may come easily. You will end up in the presence of Anastasia. We will be performing what we would call a living sacrifice.
Okay.
They
No enough religion
a
stuff.
goat makes goat noises off to the side.
Goat. We don't care. I figured the All-Father, he's the god of all. He might demand some blood sacrifices from small animals. That's not necessarily outrageous.
Alright, rations.
Yeah.
Anastasians are weird. That's
But
why
anyways,
All-Father matter.
you're able to get rations as priced and whatever, as many as you need.
That's the question. How many do you think we're going to need?
And I'll also say you each have just 10 freely that they were able to give you before you left.
Yeah.
Still remaining.
So 10 rations each. You think we should get 20 more each? So that will be a month's worth of food.
You're in charge of the food, you have been, given that you gathered up, so I leave that decision in your hands.
Alright. I gotta figure out how much food costs. Oh, crap.
Rations 1 gold, I think. Or a silver.
Let's see, we're going to the abyss, so I definitely won't protect.
Yeah.
Protect's concentration, isn't it?
Yeah, elephants are awesome.
Yeah, as we're sitting now, looking through my books and my studies and making sure all my spells are prepared correctly.
Mm-hmm. Which is definitely the logical thing here to do in that last minute before you go.
Which, the same we
one
probably
day
did.
is 5. Prefer one person is 5 silver.
So, a gold is 2.
Okay. Alright, is there anything else we needed to do before going?
No, I just have to change the spells so I can switch out something for protection.
Well, I'm ending once you're there, so you can do that afterwards. But, so yeah, you switch up your spells.
Make a prayer that morning to the All-Father for safe passage and that we can root out this evil that's attacking him.
You reach the Anastasia ship. It's not a pleasant looking place. And they lead you to a lower floor, no light, coming into the room at all. Very much a stone, almost wicked-looking carved altar. A large sort of structure that they instruct you to sit upon and to lock arms. Do all of you do so?
Yeah.
And they lead sort of the goat up, sort of in between you.
Mm-hmm.
And they, in some language that I don't think any of you would know.
Is it actually abyssal or something?
No, but it's one of the lower plains ones.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so it's one of the darker tongues, and they do some sort of chanting, and they slit the neck of the goat with a very
Ornate.
jagged sort of dagger, and the blood sort of splatters around. You're all quite a mess now with blood, and the blood links
It's an
down.
athame.
Yeah, the blood links down across the altar and seems to be leaking down around the edges.
Where
For
the
a moment.
holy water goes.
And then it starts to burn up in an instant. It's gone, and so
The
are
rock-
you in an incredible amount of pain. Everything goes dark, and for a moment, you don't know what you are.
I am
And-
faithful of the All-Father.
And for a moment, you can't even recall that. So much of what you are is just gone. It is disintegrated. There is nothing that is left, nothing. And then you exist again. And that is where we will return next time. Have a great day.